Cowboys Insider, the Fish Report, gives his opinion on why ex-Cowboys should or should not come to practice.
DeMarcus Ware showed up at practice the other day. And as much as I like that, let me tell you something that I always thought was a little out of control under the Jason Garrett reign. And maybe this was Jerry's thing more than Red Balls. By the way, Jason Garrett, friend of the show, and we have a Jason Garrett project coming up in the coming weeks that you'll be fascinated by. I'm not sure I like that anybody who ever played here, kind of, if you want to show up and walk out on the field and be a coach, you get to do that. Excuse me. I'm not sure I like that. Nothing against any individual. Nate Newton will go out there and do that. Jay Novacek comes to training camp and does that. And I'm sure it was communicated to Jason. Charles, of course, does that. And maybe, I don't think I'm too much of a control freak. I'm not as much a control freak as Jason Garrett. And Lonely Catman, Uncle Fish Premium, you're right. DeMarcus Ware ain't just anybody. That's right. If D. Ware wants to show up and help Micah Parsons on pass rush moves, you're right, I get it. But let me ask you, let me put it to you this way. Where do you draw the line? So here comes Ware. Hey, I'm going to come work with your defensive end. Okay, come on. That's awesome. Here comes Big Nate. Hey, I want to hang around with the up. Okay, that's fine. Here comes Haley. I'm just saying, what if Haley is telling Micah to do something and Ware is telling him to do something different? I thought it was a weird lack of control, weird lack of scene control. And so here's hoping, let me put it this way, that when D. Ware shows up to practice, it's only after he has called Dan Quinn and says, do you have room for me? I'd like to come out and pick. That's what I'm saying. That's how I'd like to do it. Not just, again, none of these guys are random. We're talking about Super Bowl champion Hall of Famers. But where do you draw the line? VJ, they're sharing their techniques that worked for them. Well, they're sharing techniques, they're sharing philosophies, they're big brothering them, all that stuff. I'm just telling you, if I'm a position coach, listen, if I'm the defensive line coach, that's great. D. Ware, share some thoughts. Charles, share some thoughts. But I need your thoughts to make sure that they reflect my thoughts. I can't have you telling guys to do things that are different than I'm telling them.